van life hack. If you want to van life in the UK gets a very bad rap for van life. If you want to make van life a bit easier for yourself, knowing you can be somewhere, but you still want to experience something other than just your standard campsite.
Whoa, Kez, don't give the game away just yet.
Ready to put the kettle on, my love? And welcome back to another episode of Trist and Kez. How have you all been? Had a good week, I hope? Yeah, put a little poll up on Instagram asking where we should go. I think the options were Northumberland 250, Cornwall and Scotland. Scotland got 0 votes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The next votes was for Northumberland 250 and Cornwall. So we chased the weather and went for Cornwall.
Well, we made it as far as Somerset, didn't we?
We did. We went to the Cheddar Gorge. I'm not sure if any of you have been to Cheddar Gorge. Gorgeous rock formation. We've wanted to drive through for ages. And so, turn up. And it's closed Monday to Friday between 9 and 5:30. So that was impossible yesterday. Decided that we were going to head a little bit further north, didn't we? Because we thought we were chasing the weather. Then we remembered it's January and it's the UK and the weather is... So we decided to go to our favourite places rather than where we think are going to be the warmest places.
Yeah, or the sunniest places, because it seems there is no sun at the moment. I mean, literally right now, where we are, we thought, we'd come to a nice little viewpoint, wouldn't we? That'd be nice, wouldn't it, Kez?
Yeah. 2.5 hours to drive here, 360 degree views, stunning walks, just amazing. You can't see a thing.
Yeah, I mean, we're sat in a cloud.
I mean, you can't see the van when you're 10 feet away from it. But anyway, Clee Hill, check it out in Shropshire. Beautiful spot. It's our second time here, isn't it? Funny enough, we actually came in February last year in Leo. Yeah,
it's almost a year to, the week or something that we were here.
Yeah.
So, check out that video if you want to watch that.
Yeah, we didn't have a shower and a heater and a full kitchen. We had no heating. We basically had a bed, didn't we?
Yeah,
a
bed that drove.
Yeah, a bed and a cooker. The fridge was broken. Yeah, it was literally a bed on wheels. But yeah, definitely check that video out. Leo's cool. T5's rock. Sorry, Gertie. But yes, the point of today's video, you're probably all wondering what the hell's going on. We are going to talk about how...
Oh, excellent. So,
and again,
he's back.
If you watched last week, this is... I don't know, do you want to be part of this? Yeah, have you got something to say?
Have you got something to share on camera?
Share with everyone what makes it easier to van life in the UK, Frank? Right, this isn't going to be conducive, is it? Okay, do you want to sit next to me? Yoga. You've always got to meditate, you've got to make time for him to meditate. A little van life hack if you want to van life in the UK. Now, we know worldwide that the UK gets a very bad rap for van life. And to be fair, it's probably warranted. Wild camping is trickier. Of course, it's possible. We do it. We're doing it right now. But if you do want to make van life a bit easier for yourself, knowing you can be somewhere, but, you still want to experience something other than just your standard campsite, then hit out Britstops. I know, that's what I was going for, a bit of a build-up. Instead I said hit out. Anyway, so Britstops is way more than pub car parks. I think that's what we've gathered. A lot of people think it is, don't we? Where they're just, a pub car park, which don't get me wrong, there are lots of pub car parks, but there's also... Hang on a second, let me rewind. That's good. So what is Britstop? It's a paid-for membership that has over 1,000 locations, all businesses across the UK. I know, I should get like a sales rep job for this. No, but over 1,000 locations across the UK. They were recently actually purchased by an American company last year. These over 1,000 businesses are more than just pub car parks. So you pay for your membership for the year. We paid £45. You get a little sticker and you get an app.
In bed.
So there is no obligation. So if you do just want to turn up and use a car park, that's absolutely what Britstops is for. And all of the hosts we have met are incredibly accommodating. They are so welcoming. They are fully prepared for you to turn up. You can book a table if you want to eat, if you want to pop in for a drink, or just be in the car park. that leads me on to, they're not all just pub car parks. We have been to hotels, we have been to cider farms,
farm shops, vineyards.
a farm, did you say farm? Not just a farm shop, an actual farm.
Yeah.
So like if you're travelling around with kids, there's a place down south called Fisher's Farm, for example. Amazing day out with kids. I spent so many days there with mine when they were little. You can actually overnight in the car park, and the staff in there are so lovely.
Yeah, they can be
so
sweeter.
helpful. And you know, as two adults, we're not spending any money in Fisher's Farm. They're aware of that. Still couldn't be more welcoming. So yes, Britstops, if you want to van life in the UK and you want something in between the wild parking and the campsites, we're going to get t-shirts made saying get yourself on Britstops.
Yeah.
Because for us, we have van life travelled for over 5 years now, and we only discovered Britstops second year of membership, and it's been a game changer.
Yeah, massively. How can Britstops be useful for you? We have used it in many situations. Some just to find somewhere, a pub, a farm shop on Britstops, not too far from wherever we've been. But also when we drove up to Scotland last year, I think it was, what should have been about a 7-hour journey, we got stuck in about 5 traffic jams and crashes on the way up, and we ended up travelling about 4 hours of distance, but it took us about 9.5 hours. So all our plans were thrown out the window. Trusty Britstops came back into play. We loaded it up, kind of saw where the nearest one to us was, and we were able to ring through, check if they had space for us. It was all good, and so we had somewhere safe and secure to park overnight in an area where we had no idea about.
Yeah, and I think that's what the beauty of Britstops is. It's either a stop en route if you've got a long journey. It means you can break it up, be somewhere safe, and you know, if it is, you don't want to cook or something, you can just grab some food. Great. Also, sometimes it's not about the actual overnight spot itself, it will be the location. So for example, last night we did a Britstop in Cheddar. The pub itself, it's a Friday night, it was quite noisy, there was lots of coming and goings, but we weren't there for the park up, we were there for the location. It took us 7 minutes to walk to the Cheddar Gorge.
Yeah.
Literally 7 minutes to walk to the Cheddar Gorge, which was just breathtaking. And then you're right next to the beautiful town village, I want to say, of Cheddar Village. Yeah. So although the Britstop itself, it was in this instance just a pub car park and quite a noisy one. But hey, you're in the middle of this beautiful location. So yeah, sometimes it's not about the actual stop, but then other times you can go to places like in Gower, Wales, stay in a hotel, and again, it's just a car park, but over the road is a beautiful, expansive sandy beach. So it's really multifaceted.
Yeah, how you can use Britstops, definitely.
Yeah, location, the actual park up itself, and for stops en route.
Another reason of why is Britstop so great is not everyone travels in a couple like us. A lot of people might be solo travellers, or you might be travelling with kids. You might have different safety aspects or where you want to park overnight, and you've never felt unwelcome, unsafe in any of the Britstops. So I think it's definitely worth as a backup in your arsenal of places to park.
If you're a van life family with children or little ones, Britstops is fantastic. But yeah, it is just that safety on the road. So yes, so you can van life in the UK in a legal way that isn't paying for a campsite. That's the thing, isn't it? If it's just literally the space, you don't need we're completely fully, what's the word?
Self-contained.
We're self-contained. So if you are self-contained, then you don't always want to go to a campsite, which is absolutely understandable. So this is a beautiful in-between. It's a beautiful thing to do, just if anything, it helps you see there is a different perspective on van life. It's not all misery, doom and gloom. There are people out there making efforts and strides to make this accessible for everyone, isn't there? And so I think, adopt these programs, use these memberships, because the more incentivized parking that can happen, is only going to help make van life more accessible for people. And more, and I think help people see it in a different viewpoint,
Yeah, I think it's one of the ways forward that we're going to have to go in the UK, and with sim park ups be shut down over time,
Yeah,
haven't we?
yeah.
One by one, year by year. Seeing the decline in accessible places for van lifers to park overnight, I definitely think jumping on like Britstops and helping
Absolutely.
support this as being a member, as well as businesses helping support it from their way, you know, I think it's one of the ways forward that we can keep van life going in a really positive way.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to leave you there because we have rambled. But for now, we are going to enjoy this beautiful view.
Yeah.
No, I'm only joking. We're going to make some plans because when you live in a van, you don't have to do what you said you're going to do because you can just change direction and go the opposite way. So we were taking you guys to Cornwall with us. We're now taking you, who knows? We're going north.
We're going north.
We're going north. Why not? So we hope that you have found this week's episode to be useful. If you have any questions about Britstop, do leave them in the comments. If you're already a member of Britstop, help encourage other people to join along. By the way, we are not sponsored or affiliated in any single way with Britstops. We just love them and want to spread that message and share that information with you guys because it's an absolute game changer. If there is also, we know for Park for Night, Search for Sites and Britstops is our kind of go-tos. If there is any other, I don't know, maybe there's some Facebook groups, maybe there's some other apps we've not heard of or some other ways, leave those in the comments as well. Let's share the knowledge. Sharing is caring, people.
Oh, and also check out this video where we've done how to find free overnight parking and how we do that.
For now,
Till next time, folks, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell notification.
we shall see you next week.
Until next time, folks, bye for now. Oh, we're a hoot.